Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hylics. So, I was looking at the comments for the last episode, and somebody pointed out we could probably go and explore a little bit more now that we have Samsnosa, and we are way more powerful. Let's not leave just yet. There are areas up here that we avoided at the top of Shapoili, because I was running out of resources and just getting murdered over and over again. So let's see if I can remember how to do the thing I just said. How do we get up there? This is probably right? Right? This feels like it could be right. Yeah. That's the staircase we need. Which means this is not, in fact, the correct... Okay, well... You know, I tried. Nobody can say I didn't try. Let's... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's go... this way. Wait a minute. How much money do we have? Because it's like a lot, right? And I think this guy... Oh no, this isn't the guy. Turbo tendons do seem good, though. Right, there was a guy with like a $4,000 armor that I kind of want to try out, but you know what? I also want to try this. It probably is a good idea to let Samsnosa wield a second weapon and just get even more powerful. Is that a thing I can do if we... Okay, so second instrument slot. I guess right now we don't actually have another... Never mind. Let's unequip that. You can hold on to your artificial bicep for the moment. It's good that we bought it. And we can have Wayne use it, right? Wayne doesn't even have a deflector. Oh, but he can't wear an accoutrement with his combat bell. Okay, it's good that we got it. We'll put it to use at some point. You know, eventually that will be a thing we can do. Do I want to buy some burritos? Yeah, probably. Let's get 5 burritos. And then we'll microwave 4 of them. Apparently there's no way to do this. There's no way to batch these, huh? Yeah, it just seems like it's a good idea to have warm burritos. And then we'll keep one for, hurling at a guy just in case. Not that I think that we're going to run into any problems that Samsnosa can't handle, but just to be on the safe side. Okay. Here we go. I found the stairs. Let's go and fight some guys. Or rather, let's try to get past some guys without fighting too many of them, because we don't really need to. But if we do end up having to fight, we are now prepared to do that. Let's go, like I said, around you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should be fighting more. I do want that money. Because, the meat is eventually going to be useful. Let's just hypno sigils. Why disturb a good thing? Right? We have a plan. The blind shouldn't affect the sigils, I think. Cone Cultist B didn't fall asleep. Wow. That's a real difference in effectiveness, huh? You know what? Instead of having you attack, I'm gonna have you... Hollow Pleather? Oh, you can only do it on yourself. Can I have you use an item? I mean, I don't really want to spend a vegetable. You know what? Never mind. Just go ahead and attack. The thing is, there's no reason to have him attack the Cone Cultist, because we already know Samsnosa's going to get that under control. Never mind. I had too much faith. Because I don't really think that guy is all that dangerous. I don't think it matters that we woke him up one turn early. He's just going to increase his mightiness and re-blind us, and then it's fine. We'll just hit him anyway. Alright, meat and burritos. I just want bucks. Can't interact with these bucks. Apparently we need to be over there just a little bit more. It's a shame we can't figure out ahead of time which ones might resist the sleep. Okay, we failed on Cultist A. Curse these status effects. I mean, it's not like a big deal. but it is a little bit annoying. My assumption is that we're not going to see a lot of repeated enemies based on the fact that the game is supposed to be so short. I really thought we were going to be able to just fight through the blind here, as we almost always are. I think that's the first time the blind has caused us to miss 100% of our attacks during its duration. Okay, a heal is fine. At this point, a heal is fine. You know, one thing that I often don't consciously recognize or make note of in media, games, but also like movies and stuff. This is just like the thing I'm worst at recognizing is the music. This game has some music. We don't have the resources to do the thing again. You know, it's fine. Samsnosa will kill one of the cultists and Wayne will get to work on the other one. And we'll just fight through the blind, except no, we won't. Samsnosa is just gonna miss. Well, alright. I'll have Wayne clear this up a little bit. Okay, mightiness is a problem. Like this. This is a good example of what I'm talking about. This is unusual video game music. Also, I just realized the background kind of looks like a magic eye picture that's been reshaped a little bit in Photoshop. It's given some stretch and skew. Alright, I think we may have ended up actually killing all of those guys. Ooh, hey. The cup! You found it! Oh, yeah. I'm an expert in the usage of the paper cup. Please allow me to accompany you. One day we may come across another artifact from the old times, which will require the paper cup. Yeah, sure. I'm not excited about it, but fine. Magnificent. I will guide you when the time comes. Okay, so we picked up a new guy. Diddlesmulm. Hey, Diddlesmulm, what's your whole deal? May confuse enemies. Okay. What about your equipment? You have a dirk. We have some extra items for you. You don't really benefit from the turbo tendons, but that's fine. Water cooler. We don't know how these work, right? We can use the paper cup with this machine. Your companion places the paper cup into a recess on the front of the machine and depresses a small blue lever. Fluid flows from the reservoir into the paper cup. You drink it, and your will is permanently increased by 25 points. Yo, that seems pretty good. Is that just... No, it was everybody. Cool. That is real cool. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Is it like one of those Play-Doh spaghetti extruders? I don't know what we're talking about here. Can we nap? I can in fact nap. Yes, we should absolutely do that. Okay. Are we having a collective dream? Well, it's certainly something's happening. That's a good way to describe Hylics. Certainly something's happening. Thanks to Brain! We're here, finally, thanks to Brain. Are you an enemy, or what is your deal? I am the Sage of Brains. I grant you my token. Oh, cool, I do love a sage. Seek my siblings, the Sage of Computers and the Sage of Death. They will also give you tokens, for therein lies the path to enlightenment. Cool. I mean, you know, dreaming's a real brain sort of thing. It's a very brainy activity. So do I just lay back down to wake up? Or, yeah, okay. Cool. Perfectly normal times that we're having here. So we definitely we saw another water cooler somewhere. We probably should go back there, right? That seems like a pretty significant boost. But, on the other hand... No, TV, come here. I cannot interact with this television. There we go. Ooh, that's a pretty attack. Learned space shurikens. Absolutely. Why not? Why would that not be the thing we learned? Yeah, I don't remember where the other water cooler was, so we're probably not gonna do the thing I just said. Oh, this is an enemy. Oh, wait, that's a stash. That right there is a flesh tash. Shoot. Attack, then wait, then guard? Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Alright, we'll do a round where everybody attacks. He struck a pose at us. And then we're gonna not attack. Have everybody guard for a second here. Okay, because he would have counterattacked us. Or he prepared to parry. And then he actually executes the flesh attack. That didn't really seem like a thing we needed to be worried about. Okay, so he has a predictable pattern. He's really not that dangerous. I assume that if we had gotten caught by the counterattack, we would have been sad. Probably that's a bad time. I mean, we're probably just gonna have to fight this guy, honestly. Nope, never mind. Somehow he did not catch us stealing his 86 bucks. It's not even really that much money. Alright, hold on. I do want to see what is in the northeasternmost corner, and then we can bounce. Aha! Why, it's more bucks, of course. Alright, I think we've seen the area now. Coming back here was a real good idea. Thanks, commenter, whose name I would have made a note of so that I could thank you properly if I was any kind of a professional. Ordinarily, I think it's pretty important that people just not just like spoil stuff in the comments. But for this, I would rather not miss things here, because we're probably not going to spend a huge amount of time in this game, and I'm really interested in seeing all of the stuff it has to show us, for reasons that I hope are pretty obvious. So, like, if you know about a thing and it looks like I have missed or am going to miss the thing, feel free to let me know what's up in the comments. So, do we need a dock? Is this like the Mario 3 boat? Yeah, I can't just get off wherever I want. We need to find an actual spot. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do that one first. That island is real straightforward. Looks like a little... Okay, from the map image, I was going to assume that this was a laboratory of some kind. But not exactly. It looks more like a bathroom. Some Snosa converted the bug into mightiness. Is that what the roach thing did? Is that the use of the roach food? The roach bait? I don't remember what the item was called. This lever is off limits. I don't recommend pushing the button either. Well, I mean... The thing, obviously, he wants us to pull the lever and push the button. This is reverse psychology. I'm absolutely falling for it. Please don't touch that lever, thank you. Same deal with the button, I assume? No, he just lets me push the button. He has real strong feelings about the lever, though. You want to maybe give me some more information? No? Okay, well, I pushed the button. He says I don't recommend pushing the button. He didn't say we couldn't, he just said it was a bad idea. I've chosen to disregard him. Oh, hold on. We should probably, before I forget, we should probably deal with the bugs in Wayne's bathroom real quick. Remember that? Remember how there's bugs in Wayne's bathroom? So is this going to be like the vegetable trees where we only got a message on the first one, but it continues to... Oh. Were there kittens in here before? I don't think so, right? Give Roach food? Yes, absolutely give Roach food. Thanks for the snack. You can have this. The Palmetto Shield. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, no. Most of the time we do not have the ability to turn bugs into stats. I'm not sure why that happened with that insect. But we got some things here. I love things. So, if we look at this... Wielder is immune to poison. It doesn't really tell us a lot of numbers right off the top. Okay, that's fine. Let's go and optimize some people's equipment. Wow, okay, it has no stat differences from the trash can lid except the poison thing. And the trash can lid, I guess, gives 10% evasion. Again, just listed in the text. So we don't actually have a second weapon for you. It would probably be better to remove the turbo tendons and just give you... Your mightiness is... It's less good. You know what? I think I'm happy with that the way it is. I think I'd rather spread our mightiness over 2 people rather than make one person as powerful as possible, so that in case of like status effects and stuff, we are a little bit more resilient to having the vast majority of our damage just turned off. You know, I'm sure that this game is balanced around you, like, really optimizing your stats and stuff, so it's important to think that way. Alright, my suspicion is we're gonna go underground here, and we're gonna come up in all kinds of other places. What are you? You are... Oh, a rock that I just pushed and found a ladder underneath. That's some kind of meat ghost. It feels to me like that would fight me. Can I push the tombstones? Okay, they always go backward. And if they just have a hole underneath them, you can walk right over the hole. I don't really want to interact with the meat ghost. I do want to push every single tombstone, despite the fact that it looks like... Oh, found a juice pack, which I'm assuming is more than one juice box. Yeah, okay, that's handy. Oh, we're going to end up fighting one of these things. Ghost, a despair puff. Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at that, that looks like a face of despair. I think that's probably going to be a relatively high priority. Also, I really hate the way that changing armor completely nukes your current HP. Our maximum HP is in such a good place, you know? Let's do a quick Hypno Sigil, and then I'm gonna have some Nosa go after the Despair. Let's go both of us after the Despair Puff. Okay, apparently blind is just a thing we're gonna have to deal with all the time forever. That's a real shame. Alright, well, I guess we'll Mystic Meat then. At least Mystic Meat is nice and cheap. And the enemies don't respond to it at all, so not only does it solve your status effect problems, but it also wastes their time. Oh, they're very slick enemies. Also, they hit quite hard. You know, I know we don't need the status reduction effect, but this is a considerable amount of healing, and I think it's probably pretty important. Slumpsnos is getting a little bit low. Oh. Described unnerving glyphs. That's a lot of will lost. I assume the idea was we're losing a percentage of our maximum will. That's why it was such a huge amount on Wayne. Ah, these guys are really good at evading physical attacks. Yeah, they're ghosts. I guess that makes sense. That attack sucks a huge amount. I hate it. Alright, how about some detonation on this guy? So we've already done so much damage to the other guy. We might be able to just kill him with a lucky attack or two. And I'm hoping that detonation will, Oh, it didn't cast until after we ran out of magic. You know what? At this point, it actually might be best to just die on purpose. Yeah, we're just gonna mash attack over here and let them finish us off. Because dying will let us refill all of our meters, it'll let us turn in the 18 meat we're carrying. And we won't really lose a lot of distance here. We're not, like, deep in a dungeon or anything. Alright. So when you want to fight a meat ghost, you gotta bring the magic. Also, I love the death animation. I forgot about that. But we should die all the time, because it's just, you know, it's pleasant to do. Oh, hey, we've unlocked the VIP lounge area, right? Let's check that out. Let's take a nap on the couch and then check that out. Amid the lilies floats the moth. The mole along his galleries goth in the dark earth. I'm going to continue mangling that so that it rhymes, even though it clearly doesn't care about the rhyme scheme. Executive balcony is down the stairs. Ah, I guess you qualify. Good job. You may proceed. Yes, excellent job dying all those times. Are you the executive? Okay, squish squish. You know how it is. A bestial axe. Okay, now we have enough weapons that somebody can actually... Operation of the... Oh! Did we spend our paper cup? Is it not a... Yeah, it was not a multi-use thing. Okay. So like I was saying, I think I want to spread out our offense. So we'll give you the new bestial axe. Okay, 57 fightiness on, or mightiness rather, on you, and 69 on Subsnosa. Do we not have an accoutrement for you? No, I guess we don't. So I guess you could wear the artificial bicep. We could spread some mightiness over onto Wayne, but I think Wayne's going to be casting spells often enough that it makes sense to just focus all of the offense stuff. Oh, also, right, the combat bell. I think I'm going to hold on. I think we're going to keep wearing the combat bell for the moment. Okay, well, if we find another paper cup, we know where to use it. I do not remember where this goes. Oh, here, right. There's still this trash can that we don't know how to access. Can I... Okay. Oh, is my boat gonna be where I left it, or... I'm a little concerned about that. Well, I guess let's hope that it's... I forgot where this crystal went. I was just like, oh, this is the crystal that's not grouped with all the other beginning crystals, so this is the one we should use. But no, that was not the crystal we should use. That was a bad choice. That's fine. Our speed run is ruined, but somehow we will persevere. There's something about the way this whole thing looks that's like... There's a playfulness to it, obviously. But also, it is like a little legitimately unsettling. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of... No, I don't know. I got nothing. I started talking there before I had a point, trusting that the point would come. It would just materialize. All right, here's how we get where we're going, or back to where we were before we started going places, in the hopes that our boat will be nearby. I mean, if it's not, then we're in some trouble for sure. It's not. So, how do we manage that? Wait. Okay. I pressed space twice, and I answered that prompt before I even saw what it was, but it looks like we can just recall the boat whenever we feel like it. So, good to know. Alright, we're just gonna take Wayne's combat abilities more seriously when fighting ghosts. Wait a second. That TV is accessible by boat. Okay, we'll get that later. I mean, okay, let's go down here. I was a little worried. Oh, should have come down here first. I was a little worried that it was going to turn out to be the case that this was actually the way forward. So this is showing us all of the gravestones that have ladders under them, I guess? With, like, this right here being the entrance, I think? Or no, maybe. Because the gravestone that we pushed that has the ladder under it is directly in front of the entrance, right? So it could be this one. Can we only go a little bit in one direction? No, see, like, I don't think that's the case, because we have the ability to go left and right so much. I mean, we can also just push all the gravestones, because it takes, like, no time at all to do it. I cannot, for some reason, interact with that ladder. I think I was on it. I needed to get off of it and then turn around and face it. Alright, so we're going to try detonation on the ghost. And then Samsnosa has space shurikens. Apparently we all learned space shurikens. What about panorama? Let's try panorama. Ooh, wow, that's really effective. Wrought and engrossing panorama, the damage of which has already been removed. Wow, that's a remarkably weak attack. How about... I mean, we could just have you do space shurikens, which seems way better. You don't really have a lot of will in total. I might want to... I'm just going to do a normal attack, even though it's probably not going to do anything. Okay. Didasmoln has some real high magic attack. Again, we'll just hold off. You know, probably instead of attacking, when that's so unlikely to do anything meaningful, I should just be guarding. Okay, the ghost has lost his confusion. We might have to have Samsnosa space shuriken again, because Wayne is really not... He's not getting the job done. And Samsnosa does so much more damage. Holy crap. That's a lot of money. Okay, they really... That fight is regarded as being difficult. No, I just can't... There we go. Finally. What am I looking at? Well, we set it to wobbling. So maybe that'll be important later, or maybe, you know, we just made its day. Either way, it's a good thing, right? Yeah, and pushing the tombstones doesn't seem to do anything if they're not one of the important ones. Like, it's not spawning additional ghosts or anything. So I think we're probably just going to shove them all anyway. Who needs to remember a map? Boy, the interaction space for the ladders is real finicky. Ah, I thought I could run past him. Alright, so... We're familiar with most of these enemies. Dread meat. Okay. You guys are all dread meat, if you know what I'm saying, which is that I'm going to murder you. Let's drop that cone cultist right away. Maybe I shouldn't have slept. We can go back. Maybe we'll just have Wayne do, like, calibration on Didasmoln. Still have you attack the cone cultist, but we'll have Didasmoln go for the AoE disable instead of Wayne. They too shall calibrate. It is pretty engrossing. You gotta give him that. Okay, that was not ideal. My dude, can you hollow pleather? Only yourself. Do you have a heal? Any other heal? I mean, we have the meat, at least, which is something. We haven't actually tried making an enemy queasy yet. Let's do that. And then the hologram does a fair amount of damage. And you might be... You know what? I'm just going to attack with you. Okay, it's a poison. Alright, well, this is a time for mystical meats. Mystical meats of all types. Pretty sure the hologram's gonna go down on this swing, so we can start lighting up the dread meat. Alright, it looks to me like this is under control. Unless it turns out that this thing has like 1,000 health. It is. I mean, it is a lot. Okay, I think this is a time for burritos. A delicious and wonderful time indeed. So I'm not an expert at eating burritos, I guess, but I don't think you're supposed to just like unroll them and let the inside parts go all over the place. Ooh, permanent stats. Again, I think we're gonna just focus on statting up the other two. Wayne has stuff to do. He's already pretty busy in combat. Alright, we're just going to make sure all these little dudes are rocking out, and then, you know, maybe it'll do something, maybe it won't. The thing about rocking out is that it's an unalloyed good on its own. You don't really need to get anything out of rocking for it to be good for you to be rocking. So the whole world's a better place. Alright, we're just going to keep pushing these. Also, even if we did remember the positions of all the ladders, I am not confident that ladders is all there is to gain from these things. Oh, that one's rocking in a different direction. Well, I can't affect it, so I guess that was the only thing we could have done with it. You know, there could be, like, items under some of them or something. So even if we did remember exactly where the ladders were, I would still feel compelled to push the rest of them. Oh, yeah, we may as well hit that. Oh, God. Dread meat. Oh, he guessed correctly. Ooh, what is that guy? A sub-shrub. That's a new guy. I am going to employ the Hypno-Sigils. The Despair Puff probably has to be killed with magic. So we probably have to... Do I want a juice pack? I'm going to juice pack. And then, sadly, can't have you do anything. Alright, let's hope this actually sleeps them all. Okay. For some reason, that guy got blinded. Not 100% sure what's up with that. I'm going to have Wayne just attack him, because Wayne's actual damage output is so bad. It doesn't feel like it's even worth having him shoot space shurikens, if you can imagine such a thing. Alright, and the dread meat is asleep. Let's go for a little bit of a heal. And murder, murder, murder. Unfortunately, I think it's going to take a few more rounds of that. This thing is remarkably tough. Is it even worth removing? I think we're just going to try to kill it. I'm not going to spend the will. Yeah. Hopefully poison doesn't persist out of combat. These enemies are worth so much money. And they have such good loot. Maybe we should not be trying to avoid them. The dread meats at the very least. Okay, it does, in fact, persist out of combat. Well, then let's solve that. Oh, you can't mystic meat outside combat. Well, okay, I will do this a couple of times. May as well get up to full. And then we don't have any vegetables left, do we? We do. I will just use one. That's fine. You need the health too, so. At this point, do we want to... Yeah, I'll give some more might to Wayne as well. So I feel like the other two are strong enough. Things are getting done. Alright, nothing for me. I mean, I do want to check out the rest of the stones. That's just, you know, it's just a friendly cat, is the thing. That's a microwave. How many frozen burritos do we have? We've definitely picked up some. We have 4. We probably don't need 4, but honestly, I don't know that I need more warm ones either. We'll microwave 1. The enemies around here do tend to drop a lot of burritos. Also, apparently, there's just a refill couch right here, so we did sort of waste some resources there. Let everything that strongly prepare or prepare not modified mire. Let pupigerous corrosion. Let doom dire. Also, you should deceive tyranny. I strongly agree with this poem. Our fate saith. Okay. I mean, my flesh and will feel pretty restored. That's good poetry. Is this just going to link us back down to the tombstones? It is. Alright, well, we may as well just fight these guys. So, your damage output is not awesome. But, also, I see no reason not to do some big damage here. Alright, so you shuriken that guy. I'm curious how much damage Samsnos' detonation is going to do. I wonder if it will be enough to just take the ghost out in one. Okay, that's probably pretty close. We might be able to get him with quick shurikens from Wayne. Fighting these ghosts is it's a little bit of a bummer. No, not quite enough to finish the job. I mean, since it seems like enemies that die are permanently dead, we could just go back to the couch. Honestly, I think we will. I'm gonna move all these tombstones first. No reason not to go back and refill. Okay, and that guy we don't necessarily need a huge amount of magic for. What did that say? It's a health chant. It looked like words, and I think the top word might have been rust, and the middle word might have been Botox. You know what? We should fight these guys. These guys are worth going to combat with. So how much health does that? Ooh, wow. That is significant. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Hypno Sigils, and we're just gonna have at them. Samsnosa, let's go Juice Box. If I use this, does it... No, it doesn't work right away. Okay, well then they will just Juice Box each other. If using the Juice Box had given Didas Muln will instantly, obviously, we would have just gone for some shurikens. Because somebody's got to kill this Despair Puff. Alright, you can just work on the sub-shrub, I guess. You can... You know what? Instead of that, let's have Wayne strengthen... So we're going to have one of them kill... Okay, I'm going to strengthen you. You're going to just crush this dude. You will employ Space Shurikens against that guy, and then we can really have at the big enemy. Hopefully this will be a one-shot. No, not quite. Well, I think he's probably under control, though. I don't think he's a huge threat to us. I'll show you something to dread. Alright, our crew is awesome. We're just packed with meat and stat points. Also, you really don't need the map, because you can just, if you find one ladder, you can just deduce the locations of the other ladders from looking around down there. Alright, may as well nap again, unless there is a reason. Nope, okay. I was wondering, you know, it might be the case that you could only nap every so often or something, and when you get back they'd say, oh, I'm not tired. Let everything that wrongfully thrum, or thrum not, haughty things expired. Let text, let radiance lyre. Dancefield. I'm starting to sense a pattern in the formation of these poems. It's like different places that can show you poems have a different shape, and then they procedurally fill the shape. They pour the poetry in to fill the container. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure, I think it's gonna be the case that each, like, large group of tombstones has one ladder. Alright, let's check these out before we move on, because otherwise I will forget to come back to them. Ooh. 3 rockin' out statues, and also just so much meat. Just so much wandering meat. Alright, how about you? Let's just burn some of these enemies down real fast. We'll try this instead of the disables. See if we can save ourselves some resources. These guys do hit pretty hard, though. It's possible that Wayne's attack was not necessary there. But I don't know, man. I'm not keeping count. The fact that damage is totally not randomized means you could absolutely keep count. I wonder if we can health chant outside of battle. Time to find out. Man, we're so rich, we're gonna be able to just buy anything we want at any shop now. You can, in fact. Alright, probably don't need to do it again. Just yet. And we have a couple of muscle appliques. I mean, I think I'll just give them both to Wayne. Wayne could use more muscle. So my assumption at this point is that we need to get all of these things rocking, and then, you know, then stuff will happen. Okay, this is enough enemies. I want to go back to the old plan. And then some snow sub drops one of those guys trivially. Hopefully this will sleep. The enemies were not attacking. Those mustelids are pretty fast. I think that thing's low enough on health that Wayne should be able to finish it off. Yeah, we can focus all of our good attacks on the other enemies. Honestly, this seems to be a pretty effective strategy in the overall. What is that in the background, do you think? I mean, obviously it's a building of some kind, but what is that supposed to be? What is being evoked here? Maybe that's the house that all these creatures lived in before they were merely meat. You know, we're all meat, but you don't want to be merely meat. This switch won't budge. I bet we got to come back here once we've set all the things off. You know what? We could probably just go right at this dude. There's very little reason not to take on these combats now that we have a real solid strategy. So you kill the cone cultist and you start this guy up. Okay, I mean the hologram's not too dangerous. It'll go down quickly enough. It is nice that Wayne's so fast. So it's just like holograms and ghosts and ferrets and monstrosities of walking meat. Does it make sense? Does it make sense for all these things to just be hanging out together? What is being evoked here? Are we afraid that this is what will happen if the dead rise? The ferrets will join forces with them, because why wouldn't they? What, are they going to take our side? Fat chance. Alright, let's get you health chanting. I really like having somebody with just this, like, incredibly absurd supply of will. Alright, well, you know we need access to that. I need to know what's in that grave. So... Hypnosigils worked on these guys, right? I don't know. I'm just gonna do... we're just gonna throw out some of these. Go detonation on you, which will not quite kill you. Shurikens on the other guy, which will kill him. And yeah, Wayne can work on this left ghost for a little while. Oh, never mind. Wayne has gotten powerful enough that he's able to just do the job now. Which means that hopefully he'll just be able to finish this. You're gonna guard. Okay, that's a bummer. Well, we do have juice boxes. I mean, there's no reason not to use them. We have so many. Even if we don't end up actually needing them. I don't know if the blind affects your ability to cast spells. Let's hope that it doesn't. So if he were to go for... If he were to go for his will reduction ability, it would drop us low enough that we don't get to cast the shurikens, but the shurikens go quick. We should be okay. The shurikens should go before him, even if he does want to do that. Alright. Even more bucks. All of these bucks. Who knows if we're ever going to find anything to buy. Oh, this is just a treasure chest. That's not... It looks a little bit like a tombstone. But that is a treasure chest, and not only that, but one we've already interacted with. Ah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is not the case that each cluster has a ladder underneath it. Again, they did totally just show us the locations. It's not like I have to guess. But I can't remember a thing for a couple of minutes. That's some superhuman stuff right there. You are powerful enough to take on a despair puff by yourself now. And then you guys will just do shurikens. The detonation being so slow, I don't think is made up for by the amount of extra damage it deals. It's just not nearly enough. The glyphs. Why? Why must we always glyphs? I guess everybody hits the juice box and then we... Hopefully we'll be able to kill one of these things off right away at the beginning of next turn. Or we can do Mystic Meat again before that. Oh, please don't tell me we're going to use all of our juice boxes and then that guy's going to show us his glyphs. Okay, thank God. Wayne... For some reason, meat makes you no longer blind. I think we only need one person to hit Ghost A with the shuriken, so let's divert the higher damage attack over to the other dude. And it looks like blind may have no effect at all on your ability to spellcast. So it's possible that it's not even a good use of our time to cast that. This is definitely not going to do the job. And again, we have to hope that we don't get glyphed here. Unfortunately, I don't know that there's a lot we could do against it. Even if we guarded, I assume it would remove the same amount of MP either way. Who knows? Maybe that's not a safe assumption. Alright, I think that's the last one. I think we have now fought every enemy in this area. And we may actually have interacted... Never mind. There's totally a ghost left. We might have interacted with all of the things. It might be safe to go hit the switch now, but obviously I would prefer to go take a nap. Wait, how do I even get to the napping place? Here we go. No, wait, this is different. Somebody stashed 2 frozen burritos here. Now they belong to you. Possession is 9/10 of burrito law. Is he gonna... Yeah, okay, we're just going to have to fight him. I really don't want to. You couldn't tell. I was trying not to get involved again. Alright, shurikens and shurikens. Let's get these guys out of the way. This is too many enemies. Too many enemies in one place. I don't want to have to deal with all this. Does it make sense to do anything else, maybe? I don't think poisoning him's gonna help. You know what? I'm gonna health chant with Wayne, because Wayne's damage isn't really gonna be that helpful here anyway. I have not changed my opinion on what that says. I don't know why that's considered relaxing. But you know, maybe this is not a good place to be wondering why. Alright, now I think we've killed all the ghosts in this area. And also maybe all of the meat monsters. We may have actually killed absolutely everything. A little bit of dynamite is a nice find. Pretty happy about that. Alright, let's rest, and then we'll go back down underground, and we'll attempt to interact with that switch again. Let everything that utterly smear or Hey, hold on. This is a very similar poem to the last one. The last one wasn't about a chill creature. Or I guess that could have been a verb, like, chill, creature. Here's the thing, most creatures are not very chill, in a general sense. There's not a lot of evolutionary advantage to being chill in most situations. Nope, the switch still won't budge. Does it look like we've missed any of them? I think we've been to all of the little islands we can see from here. And we can't interact with these things again after they've been touched. Yeah, they're just sort of like toggled on. Maybe I did miss one. Oh, we missed a whole part of the thing here. Well, this'll probably be this'll do it. Alright, we may as well just fight this ghost. At this point. Hypno sigils. Just make them stop doing stuff for a little while. The shurikens will go off first. So I'm gonna try to do a bunch of damage to one of these things, then put them all to sleep. Then we'll one-shot the despair puff from the sleeping state. Nope, never mind. We will not, in fact, one-shot. Ugh. What an incredibly annoying attack to do. Twice! What an incredibly annoying attack to do twice. I really wish we could run from combat. I guess let's detonate that guy, because I don't know that Wayne's damage is sufficient to get the job done. Which is shuriken. Oh, that's super annoying. What an incredibly frustrating and shitty thing to do. And now nobody's going to be able to act this turn. I'll say this, from a game mechanic perspective, these guys are doing a gimmick that does force you to actually interact with the system at play here. But also, Also, god damn it. Also, what an incredibly boring thing for this enemy to do. It makes the fight take so long without you getting to make any interesting decisions at all. Alright, this guy's gonna wake up, so we probably ought to finish him off. Also, it is totally possible to get into a situation with these dudes where you probably just can't harm them. Right? If you run out of juice boxes and they do that thing to you, you just die. That's way less of a problem in this game than it would be in basically any other game with this combat system, because death sets you back almost not at all here. And in fact, sometimes it's helpful. Sometimes it's useful to die real quick. But that does not excuse it. I'm gonna just guard, because I think if he doesn't do unnerving glyphs, the two of these together, these two together should be able to finish this off next round. And I don't really want to... Oh, or this round even. I don't really want to spend any more juice. Okay. Well, they gave us 4 juice boxes on that. That is handy. So yeah, like, losing the fight is not a consequence that anybody cares about. But the same fight over and over again, taking a bunch of extra time and menu movement, is a little bit of a bummer. That's a cost for sure. Okay, now maybe we've activated all of them. Possibly. I was kind of hoping that there would be some... Oh, yep, okay. Sounds like something moved above ground. Perhaps that huge gate that we saw. And listen, I'm not trying to say that I'm not very excited about these prospects. But man, I feel like I need a nap. Is anybody else with me? Right, it feels drowsy in here. Alright. Let everything that partially batter or batter not bad ire. Let beast, let feeling cipher. Rescue skeleton, thanks to brain. Thine engine saith. It's true, you should rescue skeleton. When you think about it, every one of us has a skeleton somewhere deep inside. So if you save all the skeletons, you're just saving everybody. Okay. Are those frog heads, or it might just be a shape? It might not be anything in particular. I don't know why I assumed it had to be something specific. Oh, this is not even a... Well, maybe we can go down the arm that's gripping this. I thought it was just holding up the platform, but... Yep. Okay. This definitely has a Wayne sort of shape to it, yeah? That's certainly interesting. I don't think we're necessarily in a lot of trouble if we get involved in combat here, but I also, at the same time, think there's no reason for us to engage in combat. We must have all of the things that we will need. Okay, the demon skull is just a helmet wrought from the skull of a powerful demon. Apparently demons are things that exist. Oh, also, we have a muscle applique that I had not appliqued. A pair of them. Sure, more muscle for Wayne. Who wants additional hat? So you're already wearing a demon skull. Is this an upgrade for you? Doesn't look like it. The Chrome Bowler is the same stats, but has a quality to it. Okay, what are you? A Manoops. And of course, there you got a foothead. Well, let's try the old classic. One of these two just try to drop that guy. Ooh, steady stare. And apparently he is prone to counterattacking. I wonder if he can counterattack. Nope. I was gonna say while asleep. But it appears probably not. Okay, wow, those guys are not even very tough. Uh-oh. Paralysis seems like a fairly serious status effect. And also, these guys have a ton of health. If he manages to just land a paralyze on everybody, that he would probably he would be able to eventually figure out winning that fight. Okay, it is not a persistent status. This is probably not necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and health chant. You know, we may as well be walking around in good condition. It's not like Wayne's going to run out of will easily. Especially not if he's not getting exposed to the sigils. Hold on. Oh, you're an enemy. Okay. I thought that might be a guy we could talk to. Apparently not. Just put people to sleep. Samsnosa can just attack one of them, and you can shuriken that guy out real fast. I guess I could have had Wayne do that. These guys are certainly... They feel a lot less dangerous than the ghosts and dreadmeats. I wonder if we were supposed to be feeling weak enough that the ghosts and dreadmeats were, like, more dangerous to us. It's like, we're definitely getting worse rewards here, too. Feels like maybe I fought the scary monsters instead of running from them. Hey there, buddy. You look like you're having a good time. Blue, blue was the heaven above me, and the earth green at my feet. Oh, life, I kept saying, and the very word seemed sweet. Wow. Not any longer, I'm guessing? Caress, someone considers near augmented pain. The thing is, I just met you, I don't, caress feels strong. I really dig whatever the hell it is that this background is doing here. So it's like a bunch of figures overlaid. Alright, free vegetable. Mandatory vegetable, which is kind of a strange thing. I guess the idea is, in case you had not realized that you could get vegetables from those before, now you have to find out because you have to interact with that one. Well, let's see where this goes. It goes to a duck blade. Woo. Who wants more blade? Now, I probably don't want to... Sorry, I don't want to take off his will weapon. Samsnosa. Nope. It's not a weapon? Wait, hold on. What is it? No, it totally is a weapon. Small chance at lowering target's mightiness. Maybe only Didasmon can use mighty axes? Yeah, okay. That seems pretty alright. I do love these turbo tendons. Okay, just a bigger shrub. Well, I mean, at the risk of maybe falling into whatever his gimmick's gonna be, what if we just brute forced it? Oh no, a bio wave. Well, we're not missing out on a lot of damage if we have Wayne not attack for a turn. Oh, he's spawning additional shrubs. Even more shrubmen. Okay, so that mightiness down is not that kind of status effect. I think we can knock one of these guys out in a single turn of attacks, although it's looking like if he's going to spawn one every turn, it's probably not actually worth doing. Yeah, wow, jeez. That's a lot of damage. We have 22 warm burritos. Alright, maybe we should just focus in on the middle dude. Because apparently we're going to get infinite spawns here. Okay, our mightiness has returned to normal, I think? It looks like. You know what? Actually, I'm going to have Wayne try to sleep people. Because it's getting a little serious over here. Okay. 100% success rate. Wow, this guy is not easy. You know what? I'm going to have Wayne chant again. I'm getting a little concerned. And I'm definitely worried about how we're gonna, like, survive the rest of the fight. How are you still alive? This is... I'm a little concerned. This is apparently a boss. We wandered into a super boss fight. Or maybe a fight that's literally unwinnable, because he seems to not... Oh, man. That's real bad. He seems to not be able to die, and then on top of that, obviously we have an issue here where even if we did kill him, there's going to be an infinite number of enemies left by the time we do it, and then what, my friends? And then how do we deal with that? Okay, they are unsleeping, so we should probably re-sleepulate them. And for real, you guys, the dying has to commence. Okay, hold on. Space shurikens, maybe? This does more damage than normal attacking, right? Yeah, a little bit. Not so much that it's generally worth spending, but at this point we need, like, every little bit of help we can get. Also, having that stuff go off before the sleep is nice. So he doesn't get to act next turn. Oh no. Oh no, that's way too many of them not falling asleep. That's a real problem. Jeez. I mean, we can't do shurikens again without spending turns, pumping resources in. I'm gonna try just hitting him. Hopefully he's within 150-ish health of being dead. Wow, man. I wonder if he is actually unkillable. I wonder if you're supposed to come up with a different way of solving this problem. Let's have Wayne... Yeah, let's have Wayne throw some dynamite, because we are desperate here. Actually, I'm going to have them all throw dynamite. We have enough dynamite to do that. And hopefully it will deal with the little guys. They're real tough, though. Okay, we got one stun down. 2. Hopefully this will clear out all of the little dudes. Oh, thank God. And this may well actually kill everybody. Okay, it's a good thing that we were able to hoard all of that dynamite. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you come in here without a bunch of dynamite. That's a lot of enemies. Just 5,000 bucks, you know, no big deal. So many vegetables. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay. Wow. That was pretty brutal. You know, I think that might be a good climactic moment for this episode. I think that is all that we have time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I still have no idea where this all is going, so come back next time to hopefully be slightly demystified, but also considerably more mystified. And we'll see you then.